aren't bad.
Yeah.
It's the people who are running them.
And what their
that are
intentions
bad.
of corporations are.
You know what I mean? Contracts aren't bad. Like a birth certificate isn't a bad contract if you stipulate what you want in the contract.
Mhm.
But if you let those guys do it,
Mhm.
that means
Right.
you're putting your neck out.
And it's not wrong for Hugo Chavez to sell oil to the U.S.
No.
That's good. There's nothing wrong with it. But the point is that U.S. is trying to get more than
For less.
an equal share of what normal like business people are doing. They're trying to like sneak in and take over the company, Venezuelan oil companies and stuff. Like that's what makes it bad business, right?
Well, Bolivia's water.
Right.
system.
Right. So like a lot of these countries that you see going into war against each other, it's to settle a business argument. The war is to settle a business disagreement.
It's all about that.
That's what it all about. Like there's no other reason. They had a business disagreement and they're like, what do you mean, Afghanistan, you're gonna cut off my percentage of whatever. They'll go into war until it forces, okay, I will,
Yeah.
it's more beneficial, we might as well lower it for them. That's what they're trying to get. It's all about that. That's why when they say it's a fight for oil, that was one of the resources that they're arguing over at the time. It's about so much different things. Every single resource, every single war in the history of time was always over resources.
And never about freedom.
Never.
Right.
Never. Never.
For democracy.
Never.
Or democracy.
Never about it.
Right.
Here's my next question.
Mhm.
Aren't some of these corporations still on borrowed land and borrowed time?
Yeah.
Their
No.
time's up.
It's
But-
been up, right?
Mhm.
Been up.
For a while.
For quite some time.
So if their time's up, and the people who could get them off
Didn't do anything about it.
don't do anything about it, then they're gonna continue
Yeah. They're
mooching
doing
off the
business.
land,
Yeah.
which is what they're doing.
What do they call them?
Squatters.
They're
Squatters.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Passive versus active. We're all passive.
I'm being so
passive.
passive right now. The same things that they're doing. And we mentioned this when we went to Ottawa. You notice how you can come from another country, you could be a doctor, printing press operator, be all those things, but you come here
Pizza
and
shop.
you're nothing. They,
Yeah,
well, they make you think that you're nothing.
Uh-huh.
They make you passive. They make you think that you're not a printing press operator, you're not a doctor, you're not a thing when you are. You're sick, come to my house, this is where my office is.
Yeah.
We're sleeping, and that's because we're not going to him. We have, even in this room, we have a lot of stuff that could run a nation. In this room alone.
Like every faction,
Yeah.
everything that it takes to run the nation
Room alone,
is
we
just
got
in
it.
this room. Right?
And
And
we don't
out
have
there.
to start it. Yeah, and we don't have to start it all over. We don't have to make it up.
We don't have to establish it. We don't have to do, like, everything's already done. Everything's done.
That was my other thing is so there's a trust established by the prophet. Under this trust, right? If any business that we establish, if I was to establish a business, right, and put its assets along with the trust,
Right. Then
is it fair to say that it's less likely that they'll come at me?
right.
They
For
can't
fact
touch
that-
it. For fact.
For fact that they can't touch
it.
the trust
Anything
itself.
in the trust
Everything
cannot be
in the
touched.
trust can't be trust. Because just for the simple fact that attached to this divine and national movement is religion, which they don't touch anyways.
Right.
Like, they don't mess with religious stuff. Like, if you say it's because of religion, they automatically just say, all right, no problem. And they leave you alone.
Yeah.
Because of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights.
Because they can't mess with people's religion. Everybody has that right.
And the religion in this case is the science, more science.
More science, which is Islam.
In our case.
In our case.
That's how we see religion. But
But if we say more science, people aren't going to look at it as a religion. They're going to look at it as a school of thought, or so that's why
Philosophy.
Islam's connected to it. Because Islam is that face, that religious face of the Moorish movement. And national stuff is exercised there because religion is law, order, and governmental principles. Religion isn't going to every Friday coming to the temple and then we have holy day service and then we pray and we sing
Yeah,
hymns
tribal
about the Prophet
customs.
Noble Jew Ali and how he came for us and you know what I mean, and we go into Zion on the boat and all that. That's not religion.
religious. I mean, that's custom, personal tribal choices.
Right.
Oh, one more thing. Right. Okay. So say I have a product, and it's intellectual property, right? And I don't want non-Moors to use it in a way that I don't see fit. Right? Would it be safe to say that I bring it to the temple, register it with us, and if any person uses it in a way that I don't see fit, then
They have a right to put a disclaimer on it.
Right.
You sue their ass.
Or you have a right, yeah.
Yeah, but that's gonna be hard to monitor.
And well, the only
like
thing
even
with
if it's
that
not
is-
registered, even if my corporation, my company isn't registered with them, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But again, that would be the position to take if we followed the Prophet's program from 1913,
Right.
because it would be common.
We established
It would be common.
It's basically registered through.
It would be registered
So-
through here. Whatever
Well,
you have
yeah.
would be registered through here.
Mhm.
Just because this
And
was the
even your-
corporation that was set up, so your product would be a Moorish Holy Temple of Science or a Moorish Science Temple product, only being sold amongst its members. And we would have 25 million members by now, so you would be reaping all the benefits of your product being here.
For example, Joe Ali had medicine, herbal medicines, bottled medicines that was sold under the temple, and they're the temples, right? We in this room we have people who can put together what Joe Ali put together and probably some more because times are a little bit advanced. In this room alone, we have some knowledge. We could do that right now. Like
And we slap the temple on it,
Bam,
and then that's
do
a
it.
temple product.
Let's
And
do
the
it.
beneficiary would be the individual who that's directly their thing. And all the members know that Brother Tesba Bey made this up.
Yeah.
And we're gonna support that because this is a Moorish hollow drink.
Product. That's all the
And
library.
then this guy has Moorish DVDs that he prints on. And somebody has Moorish tea and Moorish paper. And
Someone's
then we all
connect the
support
books.
our own stuff. We have a Moorish law, Black's Law Dictionary that everybody has because
And then you have somebody who has some coming in and has some fiat, and it's like, okay, well, how can we use this to benefit?
right, I don't have any products, but I got $8
But they
million.
got fiat, right? Well, okay, well, you have a conveyance, you have a conveyance, you have a conveyance, you have a conveyance. Why don't y'all give me like $10 a month and start our own insurance company? So now we have our own insurance now. Like I'm just the possibilities, whatever we choose as a people, anything we want to do,
Right.
it's
And then we have some red and
Nationalized.
green conveyances, and then that's the limousine company
yeah, big.
for the temple.
Or taxi limousine, yeah, that's huge.
And anybody who wants a limousine, they can call, and then we have our own drivers that they come pick you up from wherever you're at and drop you wherever you have to go.
Also, too, the temple as an enforcement and security corporation.
So if you have a event somewhere, or you might just need to be walked home one night because you know you live in one of those priority neighborhoods where people get robbed or whatever. You make the call, and then a member of the Mufti force would escort you to wherever you have to be.
Or like right now, one of our members could have a child who is run away from home. Police ain't gonna do nothing from you, so that's what the Mufti's for.
And then we would have a Mufti station where people who violate you, they can be hold or held until their trial date in the Moorish court that we have because of them violating the Moor and them going against the treaties that set up all this stuff. But again, it comes back to we're 97 years behind, so mean? Let's get active. That's the only thing that's gonna really do anything. Our activity. That's why we're doing this event. So people could actually, gonna take it as, you know, like we sent the flyer to like the Masons and all those guys.
Oh yeah, man.
Right.
You know? Because you guys wear feathers just like us. And we know that we're the authority. So here's the flyer. If you show up, that's on you. But you're invited.
And they more than know about more. Like, parades.
It would be a standard for some black
Yeah,
people
straight up.
to come to the event and see some Masons there. And think about it, like, hold on a second.
Oh.
This is the Prophet Noble Drew Ali thing, and there's Masons here. Maybe I need to get more involved with this thing.
And then before this, everyone's afraid of Masons, right?
No, I am not.
Right. But I remember before I got into this, all I know is everyone I was talking around, we're like, Illuminati, Freemasons, and, oh my gosh.
Bearing ground.
Yeah, man, the compass and the square. Oh no, they're gonna get.
So that's pretty much class 6, last class for this session. We want to thank everybody for their support and coming here and being involved and wanting to make themselves better and in turn making, you know, society as a whole better. Again, January 8th, anybody who's interested in volunteering, assisting, we're going to be there probably from 12 o'clock, right? So come there just to do the setup and get the chairs out and all that type of stuff. We're going to be sending out the itinerary to everybody soon. We're just putting the final piece of information into that. When you get the itinerary, at least you'll know how the day is going to go and all that. The flyers, again, were design donation, right? Sister Amorbe's dad did the design, and he also did the printing.
Dad, yo, did this,
right? So the cost of the printing was $150 that she paid out of her pocket. So if everybody, I think we have about 70 covered already. I already put your $10 in. So if everybody could support in covering those costs, right? I think if we get $10 from everybody, that should pretty much cover the flyers. And then make sure you pick up a stack, pick up how much ever you need. All the flyers are right here. Pick up whatever you need for how much you're going to distribute. Make sure you keep one for yourself for your records, because again, this is the first annual, and it's there's going to be things that we're going to be starting to do as far as getting the temple more established, so that in the future, some certain things will be easier. Getting space and, you know, maybe getting a full-time space, that's our space. All these things are things that
7 days a week
are gonna be in the motion. There is room open for everybody to get involved, even if you have to make up a post.
Straight up.
That if you see that there's something that's needed and you can do that, then make it up and put it on the table.
Let's do it.
And let's do it and get it done.